speed. Hang on, I got you.
You don't have a cane right now.
Yeah, pretend it's not there. Because I can't get rid of it. Here I thought a night mouse capable of imbibing.
Look. You see, she shakes it off. It's better to pretend. What fun.
You have a loose grip on the tongue.
Didn't mean to grab your cane, by the way.
And turn it metal.
Yeah.
And how is the soul that you were originally keeping intact?
Come on, man. She's doing okay. Yeah, she's doing fine.
For I sense fear and concern within her. Beyond
Yeah,
the normal motherly worries.
yeah, I heard that. All I know is today she decided to do some really dumb stuff and go and do solo missions by herself. Like she's not good right now.
I see.
And there's also a tombstone over in her garden now, so
I told her that
maybe
flower.
sending help over.
I told her that flower would lead to ruin.
Apparently you were right.
She might have not
Seriously,
specified
look.
her rules. At this stage, it might be more prudent to change her memories altogether. But I am not a man of memory. I see. What emotion do you forge this from?
This is from my little bit of determination.
Small amounts can blossom and bloom in this case. For this is not small. Were your determination as small as you had entertained, it would be a dagger, not a blade. It would be something you pull from your ankle. And yet... Unless this is more... hatred, perhaps.
Well, I have to use hatred in order to grab the thing. Otherwise it burns my fear.
Yes. And a nightmare takes a lot more energy than a dream to sustain.
Yeah, that's true.
The boy is self-sufficient. I am not. I have sensed a few nightmares. Collective. A dreamwalker becoming lost. And alongside a couple of others, are hounded by a wendigo in the forest. Such palpable hope, fear and pain. You should have seen it. It was delicious. Listen to me. I speak like a boy. The boy is who your axe head often speaks of, no?
Yeah, you're correct with that.
It is nice to talk to another nightmare face to face. Though you are cluttered, not singular in nature as me.
Not really.
You may be a nightmare that walks, but you do not walk properly.
What do you mean more properly?
You do not carry with the same purpose. You wish to break free, but you do not know what to do with the freedom.
The only thing I can think of now is pretty much taking care of my girlfriend and protecting her. That's all, really.
Filling yourself with hope and love. Noble, if antithetical to your existence. Noir.
Do you? I'm not. Schematics must have told you. But, yes, I know it's harmful to me, but at the same time, it just feels nice.
Nightmares often have hope. Just be careful it doesn't get crushed in this case. The boy had taken her here as well. This is a neutral dream. Neither dream nor nightmare. Simply a thought. Flickers of hope, darkness of fear. Your tongue usage is beleaguered, unaided.
Mag's been doing it more than me. I have not.
I see. Has she taken time for the proper recitals? For understanding what each word
Yes.
means? How they all
Yeah, she
fit
knows.
Does she know of the poem they make?
I don't know if she knows the poem, but I know that she knows what each mean now.
For you're not invoking dream power. You're invoking the void. You're invoking the nothing to become something. Through the essence of dream, it can be channeled. Poorly, in the boy's and Magdalene's case. Imagine seems determined to learn. Perhaps she thinks she can break through the barriers, reach him. When she could call on us. Or the four-eyed one. As I have heard the boy describe. I know my limits, he does not. I do not venture into the void in this utmost. And yet the boy does so every 2 weeks, simply wandering and looking. It will end here one day. Especially since I have heard his his
Well,
plans to come
Mary
back.
wants to be killed the cat.
The determination and motherly fears will kill yours. Most people would simply make another. Realize it is too much. Yet she wishes it
Sorry,
her, despite the threat he poses both to her and the planet he came from.
Honestly,
The word you are looking for in your incantation was young. Not at all.
right.
Ool could have created a black hole in front of you. Ool means anything. He breathes the symbol in front of you. Into existence in front of you. Form.
Good to know.
Corporeal laws are unwrit as suns and love retreat. One dream, one nightmare, one thought. Eventually, those towers will crumble to ruin. But as long as we live, there will be no chance to tell.
Good to know.
Now why did you wish to speak with me?
Honestly, kind of bored and wanted to fight, but at the same time, now just having the casual conversation is just casual conversation. And it also makes me think.
You seek anger.
Not really anger. For me, I just like to do smiles sometimes. The one who does the angry fighting is mainly Max.
Fighting with pure anger means you fight without thought. You seem to be more sensible.
Because I keep my wits.
Because you do not have a child. If you create one with your other, then you may lose your senses.
Maybe.
The boy is not mine, yet he is enough to test me and my patience. You may have many weapons at your disposal, but I only need 3.
For me, it's not the point of weapons, and plus half of my arsenal I try not to use. I like fighting with my swords, my axe, and my scythe.
You wish to stay physical. Interested.
That's how I was raised, and how I was taught. Melee.
I shall note it down the next I return to the library. Perhaps Miss Matthews will like a copy.
Most likely. Right. I don't know what's going on, but like I said, there's a weird grave now over in Max's garden. So if you want to have Hope or somebody, go check that out. I don't know what it says, I didn't really get a good look at it. Plus, I don't want to go there and mess up her garden on accident. So.
Yes, graves are a sensitive subject even for nightmares. Much as we may wish to cause it, the end is difficult to ascertain. Many people do not dream when they die. Some people dream of death. Some people have nightmares of continuing to live. It is strange obtaining the sustenance of despair from such a source. The left tower gets brighter. Another dream collapsed. Something was short of balance. A boy can only do so much alone. Were you involved in that dream?
Let's try.
A dream of nights.
No, I don't think.
A dream of medieval fantasy. Many people wish and dream of coming back to a simpler time.
This is honestly very interesting, not gonna lie.
The truth is often enlightening. And here I fought to avoid sounding like the boy. A shame.
Honestly. Thank you for showing me this and having a talk. It was nice.
pass on the one little crumb of wisdom to her. And next time, do not test my patience again.
Understood, yikes. You're gonna give another tier, or whatever you want to be called, the same respect.
For
we are always different.
For you are not a dream or a nightmare coalesced into its own being. You are a nightmare that has been uplifted. The dreams of many. The hopes of most who feed on despair. To become a piece of reality. Do not squander it.
I won't.
For I have been given tales of a dragon who attempted to do the same. You would not happen to have much knowledge on her, would you?
I would not. No.
So she still eludes me. At your entry, the compendium is several pages long. I will have to trim it. But perhaps with you reaching the same level of understanding that the boy does, perhaps I can leave it unabridged. The boy knows when to be wise. I have not been taught to let my guards down. If she wishes to learn more,
Neither am I, really.
if she wishes to learn more of the tunnel, then she shall come back safe. If she does not, she does not.
Well, she's been interested in it and has been using it to help her abilities.
And yet
She's actually
inviting a void demon to aid her in her work. Dreams and nightmares are but memories on playback. You are no exception, and neither is she, with how much she lives in a dream. That is how I know your name. That is how I know of the plague upon her. That flower.
I just see it as a fucking flower that she attached to her head that's dull. Honestly, I think it's just super glue.
Do you not see its roots burrowing into her?
I call BS.
Do you hear the whispers that come from it?
No. It's just a flower. Nothing much to it.
For you it is merely a flower. To me it is the seed of ruin.
All I know is it's just a pretty flower that she likes to have.
Perhaps I'm looking too deeply. But I no wonder. That arena that used to house you will enter the boy's whip. For you have seen it yourself.
Master.
If she is to go on this fool's errand, of rescuing a child tied to the life force of a planet, that both a demon and a god can join for. And I only hope for that void demon's sake that she has figured out the proper methods. Or you will be left without a host.
I mean, I don't need one anymore, but...
And then we shall also see if the amount of essence within you is enough. My throat aches. What is the term? First? Perhaps I shall drink of despair from another. Perhaps you could speak with the boy.
Well, I'm gonna have to tell him to go visit there anyways. You have a good night, then. There he goes.
Oh, hey, you're her. Oh, sorry. I was about to say, I was gonna tap you on the cheek if you didn't say anything.
Sorry, let's just say I've got a voice in my head. Anyways, there's a situation with Mags I'm pretty sure you've heard.
Oh, right. That's what the old man was talking about. The prophecy of ruin, or... I don't know, the grief of mothers, or some such nonsense. I don't really know. I won't lie, I haven't actually been paying too much attention, because that's more his category, not mine. I'm not a grieving type.
Well, I will say this. I don't know what's going on, but a giant tombstone and memorial was put into her garden.
Oh, shit.
You might want to look into it.
Do I have to?
You are her friend. You decide.
I don't do the grieving thing, but fine. Fine. Should have known someone that puts a nightmare into her soul would be sappy.
What?
Oh, you know, the whole sadness, anger, fear, despair, that's all part of you. And
Yeah, I know, it's really weird.
Yeah, and I won't lie, it is suffocating every time I see one trying to get into my dreams. Well, you know what I mean.
Yes.
You've seen the web, you're part of it. You're like that black gold that makes up the cracks in her soul, that kind of thing. I guess literally now. So, is this as he's doing, or is this a different thing?
Technically you're not wrong, yes. Let's just say a harmless prank kind of tripled every stat I have.
Goodness. And elevated you to my kind of understanding.
And I also think you noticed something, right?
A little bit.
No, I'm saying the deeper fact. As he looks deeper, he would detect Max is not fucking there. The only thing that's there is part of her soul edge weapon.
Huh. Oh, you've broken free. Well, not quite, but... Well, yeah. Well...
No. The weapon I just used, Max allows me to keep it. And also it's a good way of connection, just in case shit hits stuff.
Oh, how nice of her. I'm sensing there's a little bit of a tremor in your voice. I realize. Were you talking to the old man?
Yes.
Of course you were. Okay.
Let's just say I might have stolen his cane on accident.
Oh, thank God you didn't do it on purpose. Oh, goodness, you would have... Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Yeah, he was not happy.
Well, what part of you got yanked? What part of you got yanked when he had enough?
Oh, throat.
Oh. I guess I should have known he is a little more direct. I was for some reason thinking your arm.
Yeah, no, he hooked the frickin' cane around my neck and pulled forward really fast.
No, that sounds like the old man trying to make a point. Without succumbing to using the point. You know. I mean, I haven't really seen him use that scythe that much. Ironically, it's usually when I end up downing another nightmare. Trying to make its nest in my web. Although, you already saw what happened back at that web with Azzy and Max. That was no nightmare, I think that was just Az's anxieties accidentally influencing. Stupid god nonsense.
Makes sense, I guess.
Yo, the amount of nightmares that, if I want to use the tier system, are like probably 5 or 6. They're all like, aha, I am the god of this realm, ha, fear me, and then, you know, they just get slapped once by the sword and then they just cry. Kinda funny, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, you seen one of those happen?
I mean,
oh, yeah, please tell me you made it cry.
I mean, you're talking to me, who's the embodiment of fear at the same time, so one look at my scythe and they just decided, okay, I'm gonna curl into a ball now.
Be careful with it. Some people can push past fear, obviously.
I use it as a tactic of scared.
Well, be careful to make sure the nightmare
Well-
doesn't feed on it.
Oh no. That's what's... Well, I'm the one that wields it, so...
Yeah. Some people have a sort of weird symbiosis with the emotions they consume. With me, I've got enough joy, hope, and wonder, whimsy in me to keep me going forever. Bad nightmares aren't so lucky. Those y'all want to be all depressed and sad and, thinking that you're not worth anything as you wallow in an asylum of your own making, but that's just no fun.
Well, here's the thing. There is one powerful emotion that nightmares can have that is basically both.
Oh, yeah. What is it? I can't win this dictionary game. What is it?
Love.
True hope is a part of many dreams. And nightmares.
Love can mean either or.
And love is...
That is why it's the perfect balance.
Yeah, love can create the sweetest dreams or the harshest nightmares. That's why I have to be
Exactly.
really careful when any love feelings. That's why that segment of my web has barely anything in it. As a mirror, it's more self-love than anything. Even the little
For me, I
is a
said
little
screw it,
too
I got
much.
a girlfriend.
Oh, goodness. Look at you aging up so fast. No. I'll refrain. Or we've been doing childish teasing anyway. Well, I know I felt some kind of fighting energy when I came in here. Oh, that was you? Okay, so that wasn't the old man being pissed. Huh.
Most likely a mix of both.
Let's see, one of them. I mean, his is usually his thing is usually being impatient. 'Cause I won't lie, half the time when I feel him around, I feel a speeding clock. You know? That's...
Yeah.
Look. If you ever bring someone with a fear of clocks back to the web, don't bring them there.
Understandable.
Because,
We won't.
Because I won't lie, I still hear the ringing. Because at this point it's become a part of
Do
the
you
web.
think I'm like that any more than you do?
Yeah, obviously. An alarm clock is antithetical to nightmare and dream alike. A ticking
Fuck those
clock is
things.
fine. A ticking clock is fine, that's why I have those two dreams, but... rapidly ringing one is designed to force the dream to collapse. Even if I do realize how that happened, both in the form of logic and with the form of dream, his fears either making manifest, or, since usually the clock in there is supposed to determine the time around your sleeping body, someone that's there physically is going to make it go a little haywire. I should erect signs. People who are actually dreaming go left, people who are here physically go right. Because at least the chaos clock doesn't worry about that. It just displays random times. I've seen it determine the exact second of a king's death, actually. It's kind of funny. An old king that already died, but you know. Time is a funny thing. Some people can be in a dream for probably like, I don't know, an hour, but to their body, it's been 8. That's why I always savor the dreams I find. They're fleeting. Well, at least with the dream, I make them not so fleeting. I'm not gonna go off about a factor of it being like, oh, a little piece of me is in every dream. No, that's silly. No, that's silly.
Yes, egotistical is me saying, hey look, all this shit out here, I own it.
Well, I won't lie, it does kind of look like garbage. But that's the weirdness of it being a thought rather than a dream or nightmare. There's not really cohesion. Sure, dreams can be nonsensical. I mean, have you encountered one where it's a world made up of keyboards? Like you step on W, you move to Y, etc. Like the ground itself is made of keycaps. It's kind of fun in a way. Evokes a hopscotch feeling, you know?
I guess.
I don't know. I saw a whale in there once. Also made of keycaps. It was very strange. I remember seeing another dream where it was someone taking a roller coaster ride with a 6-foot, like a bigger than you actually, but and about as wide as from your axe head to there, of like a strawberry ice cream cone for some reason, being in one of the roller coaster seats.
Dreams are strange.
You nightmares actually get cohesion with your madness. Well,
Yes, because we determine the
the being is hollow or some nonsense. I don't really know what. But the old man does like studying of her nightmares. That's why that compendium exists. So that if they act out of line, he knows exactly what to target. So, think the guides above that you did not piss him off, in that case.
Oh no, I'm happy I didn't piss him off. It was nice to have a talk, though.
Yeah, but, you gotta choose your words carefully when the scythe blade comes out.
Well, I'm not the void one. Mags is more of it, not me. I just try it.
Yeah, could I try something real quick? You're usually connected to her, right?
Sure.
Oh, you met him!
I would say when he... Yeah, I would say when he did his hand... Yeah, I would say when he did that, since it's a good dream touching a nightmare, his hands burn and also she burns.
Okay.
Ow.
I forgot about that part. Sorry, I forgot about that part.
Yeah.
At least it was your hair.
Still.
I mean, to be fair, that golden look on you makes you look always burning, but sheesh. But she met him? Huh. Neat. That high priest.
Oh, yes.
Interesting. I ended up meeting him because I wandered a little too far.
Max knows of him as a good friend and is trying to deal with a situation and got him involved because Z suggested it. So.
Huh. Friend of a friend recommends another friend. I thought it was something about don't get the priest involved or whatever. I was briefly trying to skim through a little bit of memories. It was an ominous phrase.
All I remember is one thing, which was she looked at that gravestone and said, "I'm out of options."
Oh. Well, hopefully she doesn't kick it. Be ashamed to have
I would say
no offense.
yes. I know.
It's not an offense, it's more the factor of having both you and her as talking buddies.
Yeah. But I think you should go over and have a chat with her. I don't know what's going on, and plus I kind of want to just go back to my girlfriend.
Whatever is happening, I hate being wise when I have to be. Am I gonna have to comfort a grieving mother? Tell her to something I don't know. I don't know. Is this to do with that damn cat I saw in her dream? Or in her memories?
No clue, but good luck.
Odds are good if you want to fight the old man, you're lost, honestly.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I can get a fight. Even if I fucking lose, I don't care.
You just want
the
to
thing about
fight
me.
for the sake of fighting. Fair enough.
It's fun. And plus, it's practice.
I mean, you already saw her through her eyes what my sword can do.
Yeah, but let's be honest. I would fight you, but then we would both be half dead on the ground.
Yeah, then we both burn. We'd have to do it in a place with heavy dream essence to work with. And put ourselves on a time limit.
Yes.
But it would be nice to find a place where I can actually use those funky cards I found. I've been finding other dreams where people fight using cards that have power in them. Not like sending it down and the monster shows up, more it's like those lasers.
Huh. Interesting.
Like those lasers I remember spotting in those memories. I didn't want to, I was trying to just look to see if there was anything of interest in the past couple of days. And well, Mr. Four Eye shows up. I was already talking to him about trying to help out with like whatever the hell Jones is up to or whatever. That weird nurse. I think I talked to Magius about it actually.
Yeah, Max is there to help as well if you need it.
Which one is the closest?
Well, she's also
number? Which weapon is the closest thing for her, I guess? If we're doing an equivalence, it won't burn to touch, right?
The axe won't.
Well, if she survives whatever nonsense she's up to, maybe she can help me try and bring the nurse back. Because I am thinking of things. I am still thinking about that weird soul I saw in that void, though. Very strange. Usually souls don't survive in the void for that long.
Might be unique.
Maybe. Maybe it's a love thing. Who knows?
Maybe.
Love is a determination for a lot of factors. Same with spite. The amount of daydream thoughts I have that are about people beating the hell out of another person is honestly hilarious.
I'm guessing a lot of those were mags.
Ironically, no, it's usually people beating up kid bullies and such. I end up accidentally coming across when I'm doing a bit of dream skipping and hopping, I'll call it. Sometimes you just want a little bit of a lightning round, you know? Also, I heard the damn tongue before I came over here because I was in like a couple of dreams over. What's going on?
No, that was just my poor attempt at it.
Yeah, what, like... Friggin', was it order void any? I'm amazed you didn't end up causing a black hole. Or a sun.
Yeah, that's what he said. We're good.
I don't have a habit of speaking the words themselves. I usually tend to speak their meaning when you... Are you trying to get some blood going? I know I was told to be cautious of, like, Azzy's blood. But, you know, usually this blade seems to turn anything that it cuts into dream essence. So I guess in theory, I can't really kill you with this, I think. After all, nightmares feed on dream essence too. Actually, no, you use it up, healing the wound. You use up dream essence.
It wouldn't be that kills me.
I mean, you're free to test, if you want to press your hand on it. After all, I'm not gonna stab you with it. Unless you want me to, of course. Whoa! Seeing your little black and gold essence congealing on the blade, turning into... The gold turning into white. Slowly subsuming into the blade itself. See? I thought you'd give yourself a little paper cut, but geez.
I've literally had a giant freaking mech fall on top of me. I think I can handle just a sword cutting my hand.
Oh, fine. Guess I could touch you with this, I realize, if I don't cut you with it.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, I can... Oh, yeah, technically.
Sheesh.
Because you counter this. Completely, so... It's fear, so you're just good dreams, so that means good vibes only, and no fear.
Well, fear is natural in most beings that have sense. With a dream, it's usually better to abandon it. Where's that common sense? Oh, it's common sense, that's right. Ooh. Real angry looking, it feels like.
Determination.
Ah, the better sounding word for spite. I guess it's just a synonym type thing, you know? Have enough determination to keep standing, or you're just spiteful enough to not die. Or is it stubbornness?
Now,
I guess
the one...
both.
Yeah. This is the one thing I know I'm not going to touch with.
Yeah, it definitely looks very, Is that Norse?
Thantos. That's what it spells.
Oh my fucking god, you got a death stick!
It's Greek, so...
Oh, don't remind me of those guys. They're all hoity-toity, and then there's that one skeleton on a boat. Where's that? I might be mixing things up, but you get what I mean. Yeah,
The reason why I have this is...
yeah, that looks
one
like that
reason why.
absorbs. I'd rather not become part of a weapon, thank you.
No, it's not becoming a part of it. This is all of my sins.
Oh. Oh.
Every last one. Heck, when I do my lock-in ability, that's all of them as well. I have a lot.
Well, when you're able to channel the energy of sin into something, I guess you're doing something with it. So what, if I get cut with that, you embody me with like all the sins at once type of thing, and I just fall asleep on the spot feeling very proud of myself?
No, the reason why I'm saying I won't hit you with that is because it's a direct link to me, because it's mine and it's attached to me physically.
Oh, so
I
it'll
cannot
burn
get rid of
us.
this sword.
Oh, so it'll burn us, right?
Yes.
Sorry.
I physically cannot drop that sword. I can either put it on my back or put it in my hand. I can never drop that sword.
Well, you can't exactly leave a sin behind.
No, you cannot.
The amount of people who have, like, dreams that devolve into nightmares because of them thinking sinful stuff or what have you. Or a nightmare taking hold and using their sins against them type of thing. The amount of apartment blocks and buildings and rooms I have seen turn rusted as shit is frankly amazing, actually. You'd think everyone in a single complex killed their significant other or something.
Yikes.
Sheesh. Or at least the amount I've spotted. There was one poor little guy. Looked so hopeful for like a musical career or something. And then the dream devolves into a nightmare as he pushes someone out of a window, probably a significant other. And well, you can definitely tell that everything focuses and then fades away on looking at his face. Poor guy. He looks so hopeful otherwise. I haven't seen that dream in a while, actually. Whatever became of him? Maybe he moved past it at last. Poor little gay guy. That's not silly me saying it like that, you know? But I get you. Well, that does mean we can't shake on anything unless we wear gloves. Maybe consider that an actual business for Magius, huh? Gloves
I mean,
for
you
dreams
can
and
just do
nightmares.
this.
At that point, it's more you're going to night me. Actually, no, that's with a sword. That won't work.
Yeah, no. Grab a hold of it. Trust me. There you go. Now we're shaking hands.
Sheesh. I mean, technically this isn't a part of me. This is me imbuing a lot of dream essence into a single thing. Sure.
I mean, it burned, but it didn't burn, so I think that's
yeah, you
why.
touched it and didn't burn, so
Yeah, it's not burning.
except for that pen. Gotcha. I put a little bit of essence into it. Hey. Oh, come on, it was funny. There's a little bit of my essence in there, but usually it's where I hold it. I don't know. Well, I suppose it's in a nightmare's ambitions to fight, I guess? I don't really know. I guess it's a conflict thing, you know? I don't know, I'm a dream.
I don't know, I'm a nightmare.
Yeah, so what's it like to be walking around? Properly.
Interesting, I will say. I mean, I'm exploring new places and stuff. Plus, I'm able to go see my girlfriend whenever I want, instead of, hey Mags, I want to go visit her. Mags, I want to go visit her. Mags, I want to go visit her.
Mommy, can I go visit my friend? Not used, probably still getting used to moving your legs without having a house supporting it.
Yeah. I mean, I still go visit my main domain. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah.
I still live there.
Yeah, my home is the web. And you kind of already know where it is. So don't muck it. Don't muck it or I'll call the old man on you. I'm not calling him my dad. Absolutely not. As far as I can tell, we were made around the same time.
Alrighty.
Or I guess
Technically, that would mean older brother.
I guess twin? Twin from a different realm, I guess. Would I have turned into the old man if I was Nightmare Essence coalesced and vice versa? I don't know. Would I still be the same as I am? Many, many such questions. But I might as well at least answer the question of what the hell is going on with Mantia since I last saw her. As much as I don't like dealing with sad emotions.
Go and visit her, I guess, and good frickin' luck.
Guide speed. Yeah. I mean, if you want to fight, then at least hit up the old man when he's feeling a little more charitable. Or hey, maybe hit up that rabbit again. See if you can beat him without punching the reservoir. Who knows?
Oh, I most definitely can now.
Stubbornness and determination are quite a lot of things, aren't they?
True.
Won't lie, it was kind of amusing seeing someone without, much knowledge of the dream space at all manage to beat a nightmare. Level 10, even. Or I guess sort of beat it. Standstill, I guess, is the best description. Or I guess double drop. Was that? Oh yeah, grave. Right, I should stop getting distracted. Where is it again?
Is there a way to do your void thing and just say to Mags or something?
I mean, I could enter her dreams, sure. I can make a way to the dream.
Technically, it's not a dream, it's... I honestly don't know what it is, I just know it's her garden. She doesn't like to tell people whether it's a dream or whether it's reality.
I usually have a habit of hopping into reality from another person's dreams, usually daydreaming. And I'm not a fan of breaking and entering. So, I'll give a rough idea.
it's a place with a big tree, a bunch of those blue flowers. It's a night sky, and there's a piano in the middle.
It actually sounds surprisingly generic for a dream, I won't lie. But that might just be the forest setting. Piano gives it a bit more speciality, though. Let's see if I can... There. Well, if you're wanting to come along, I won't stop you.
For you, I would say it's a 50-50. You can be in your real form, or you can be in this form. This garden is technically almost an in-between, pretty much. I know that dreams are
Like a
in
daydream
reality and
type.
stuff. Yes. I will say when you spawn in, give me like 10 seconds, because I'm gonna go over there to that wedge. You decide
to
whether you want to
that?
be sparkly or not. No, just stand here. I'm gonna go.
Okay. Ah, okay.
Okay, so count to 10, and now.
I'll lower my hand. That's weird. Oh, this is a daydream! A gateway into reality. Then that means she's just thinking about this. I suppose I should speak to her as I am now. Or as I am in reality, versus the dream. I guess I should still speak with this voice, though. Reality of body, dream of voice. Yeah. Hey. What you doing crying over hopes and dreams?
By the way, on the tombstone, you would see, "Rest in peace, Westerosi's protection soul, protector of the sanctuary."
Huh. Oh. Wait, that kid had multiple souls?
He put half of his soul into that sanctuary.
Oh. I see.
And let's just say the other night of why everybody's been talking to me about getting priests involved, I did it. I saw that half of my son die in front of me.
Oh my god.
I held him as he disappeared.
I guess it's good to hold. As you... Gosh. you're getting that high priest involved? Sure, it looks like he's 4 gods in one, or she's 4 gods in what have you. But, now it also stated that, our order is stating he won't come in unless he's either asked to or if he must. What did you offer that boy demon?
The only thing I did was I prayed to him and said, all I want is my son safe. Away from that castle. Under somebody else's care.
That's... I mean, I'm not sure I'd be a good care for him. I'm a kid, not a dad. And the old man's too, well... And you said under somebody else's care, meaning not yours. You know, as much as it is taboo, I could have tried to erase your memories. Tried to cut them out.
That wouldn't do any good. Plus, you know me. I have a resistance to this shit by now.
Do you? I wasn't actually that aware of memory alteration resistance. Was it like an anchor thing, or is it due to this funny looking thing?
No, it's just myself. Don't forget how long I was here and lived in the nightmare dimension.
Yeah.
Dream realm.
Come to think about it, it's amazing I've only met you recently in that case. We just never went to the same place. Look. I'm no good at this kind of thing. I'm a kid myself. Seeing another kid like this is... Ugh. How special is this kid? That a demon and a god should be joined to cause this.
He is literally a major power source.
No, jokes are not the time.
In the sense of literally. He is an entire world of power. Magic.
I know most parents say that you are my world to their kid, but like... Did you being in the dream realm
he literally
make
was
it
a
reality?
world. No. I actually adopted West.
Oh, I was going to say.
I adopted West, got the papers and everything for him, and
you got attached. As any mother would.
became a mother. Yes. And the thing I hate the most was... that was my family. Before anybody else even took me for granted as a family member. He was the first one.
Jeez. And here I am, real in body, but dream in voice. Seeing the grave of a kid. This feels more an old man thing, but... although, I realize speaking of, I hate people thinking he's my dad. It's always annoying. Maybe... silly as it sounds, considering I'm probably older than you. But... you could adopt a young hope. as silly as it sounds. Many people take dreams into themselves. It's just that you'd be signing papers for it. I guess that wouldn't make sense. Dream papers? I don't know. Look, I'm trying to provide comfort as best I can. I know I've just got mainly the mentality of a kid. Or at least I try to keep the mentality of a kid, because they're usually the most hopeful, the most thoughtful, the most hopeful of the future, the most imaginative. And for what I saw of him, he seemed nice. He was helping out that Truffles kid. Or girl. Woman, sorry, force of habit. Well, I accidentally give both of them a fright.
It was that situation that started all of this. All because of me getting pissed off. And just wanting to not hear the people I cared about having their minds altered.
I remember the old man talking about her. And you also talking about the old man talking about her. Just... Yes, I don't do this often. But... I'm sorry.
Thank you. I will say...
But...
I do have good news on the whole situation.
Go on.
Let's just say I made a deal and stuff's gonna be better. That is all I can say legally.
Legally. Here I was about to question what deal? With that void demon? Sure, he seems polite, but I know how void demons are.
I cannot say who, and I cannot say what the deal was. All I can say is, yes, I made a deal with somebody. And this deal
And whose soul are you
makes me
giving
a bit
away?
more. No soul.
What are you giving up?
Not giving up anything. Honestly. Just...
Then it doesn't feel like a deal. Unless you're making a deal with an angel and not a demon.
It's a demon. The only thing is... like I said, I can't say. Unless he gives the okay. I have to keep it on the down low for now.
Fine.
I shouldn't tell people. I'm sorry, Hope.
But if you're getting the high priest involved in this, the more words the more voices are able to speak, the more people will figure things out. Because I remember in your memories, you said you're hiding from a lot. And interestingly, one of the names came up is someone I actually have a little bit of a grudge against. Even if mainly for fun. Mrs. Bunny. She made me lose a game. Made me checkmate myself.
We do not speak of her right now, please.
I know.
You would see red electricity shock up her body.
Oh,
Please. No.
sorry. Sorry. But I know I can do one thing I can't do with Shane. Because clearly you need it. You've got the hope in you. You've got a spark. But don't let your grievances cast you aside. Because I won't lie, you're good to talk to. And hearing you trying to pick up on the tongue I speak is kind of funny.
Look, well, if I ever was to do what you said, I'm not gonna lie, I would be as worried for you as I would for him. I still understand that boys are supposed to grow up and get hurt and get involved with things.
But not this
Trust
time.
me. Now,
You adopted a kid with the world literally on his shoulders. I know it's a little callous to say, but a kid isn't your everything. I don't mean to link it that you should leave him. Far from it. If you want him back, I'll have no fury like a mother's scorn and such.
at this point, I've come to one decision, and that's what I prayed to Prince. Like I said,
You just
I
want him
pray
safe.
for him. Yes. I want him to be safe and live.
I don't know.
Be kid.
I see. Maybe... Are you looking to strip him of his power? Make him just a normal kid? Put that power into something else?
That would kill him.
Oh,
His
only over that
his
simple.
power is his life. I do have something now,
You've
but I'm
adopted a
saving
living
it for when I
pattern.
absolutely knew it.
I don't know, maybe...
I knew it would get this far.
Silly idea. I could... If you get him back, and you still want his power gone so he can be a normal kid and not be targeted for his strength, maybe I could try and swap that power for dream essence. Give him enough of that strength that he can still walk, that he can still talk, that he can still hug you. Even if it means I would have to inter his body into my dream, into my web. I don't know where. But it's certainly not in the clocks. Nowhere near the temple. Probably... Where do you think you would like it most? You've been almost everywhere.
If you want to be really symbolic, any place that would house a well.
Technically, the thing that comes to my mind is winter, or the volcano. 'Cause I guess a volcano is technically a well of lava, but yep, I know that's not what you mean.
Honestly, winter or spring.
Winter, spring.
You also like to dance.
I know there's a
lot.
hot spring. Dance in the leaves of autumn. Frolic around a bonfire of summer. If you pull it off, I can do this for you. After all, the main thing I love seeing is hope, joy, and whimsy. Hell, I won't lie. Speaking about this has accidentally made me hungry. I'm usually supposed to be self-sustaining. That's why I don't like doing stuff like this. It makes me have to go out and hunt it again. just to brush a couple of the petals of the flower aside. That thing's really in you, huh? Did I ever tell you about the tale of that guy who turned into a tree? His name was Harold. Well,
Is it the Herald that I'm thinking of?
Which one are you thinking of?
The one who's technically a tree spirit that's over at Orlando Stalker?
I wasn't actually aware of that, no. Let's talk about a guy in
Yeah, no.
some wasteland. You look a lot better than him, for starters. I think even the old man would look a little better than him. But he had a tree growing in his head. Eventually, it grew, and kept growing, and eventually rooted him to the spot. Eventually, a forest began to form around him, an oasis in a desert. I don't remember what became of him, but it is interesting. Certainly hope no fires broke out, at least. Maybe I should try and find a way to visit his dream again. Unless it's turned into nightmares. Considering he's now stuck in one spot forever. Well, hopefully you don't have that happen with you. Or if you do, maybe you turn those roots into legs. The walking tree and Miss Magius.
I'm gonna stick to my only one idol.
I know, I'm just playing. And hey, I got you to smile. That's better than nothing.
That's true.
But have faith and have hope that he'll be alright. I just only hope it doesn't come at the cost of you. I like talking with both you and Shade. I'd hate to have only her as a talking buddy. Especially considering that I'd have to actually shake hands with her axe in order for it to work.
I think I'm able to say just a tiny bit more the fact of, no, it does not harm me.
What if the act of getting him back does? I mean, it probably will.
No.
If not now, then
Trust me.
If people, since you've been trying to hide yourself, this might draw you back into the public eye.
Well, if Happy wants to fucking hunt me, good fucking luck. And plus, let's just say the thing I did.
You'll have to make a very good deal if you want to take asylum in my pet, by the way. I like to keep it intact.
It was a good deal.
I mean, well, if this ends up biting you and you have to take asylum in my web, I'll be annoyed, but I'll do it.
I'm gonna be fine now. Trust me.
Well, you better be. Hearing you say "ool" is kind of fun. Wait, let me try it again. Hearing you say is kind of fun. Yes, I have to deepen my voice for it. It doesn't work otherwise. I don't
What,
know.
getting stronger?
I don't know. It's more invoking the void. You're already told that's what that does, right? You're invoking the void when you do that.
Yeah, I know.
You're not invoking dreams, you're invoking what comes after a nightmare decays. I guess I realize I am practically just a big old dream fridge with the web, huh? making sure things don't spoil. Even if your little assy almost, well, accidentally almost tore me apart with that ringing. That's stuck in the web now. I can't get it out.
Honestly.
Little device I dreamed up that allows me to navigate the web easier. Keeps those. Those little additions.
For Narco's thing, she's still wearing her clothing and stuff. It's just
Yeah.
not updated yet.
Yeah, that's fair. When you're ready. Okay.
No. I figured it would be a justice to show you something.
I could try and teach you if you want.
Well, I'll show you.
Go ahead and try.
Look. Reese.
Wow. Ordered void light. You opened a portal to the sun doing that. You opened a wormhole to a star. Hence the flame bellowing out of your mouth.
Now, why do you think it was so bright?
Well, yeah. I mean, Reese is light after all.
Or I could do the decaying fire, which I call it. Basically, it's the same thing with Nitra. Would you like to see?
Let's see it. I'm interested to see how you end up mixing up the poem.
I'm gonna click on the title. There.
Actually,
Don't want to accident hit.
considering I think I know what you may be thinking, how about I try it with you?
Alrighty. Look. Netra.
Ordered void decay. You really have been talking with the old man a bunch, haven't you?
Not much. Not bit.
Or, conversely, how many books have you been stealing from his library?
I have not stolen anything. Even. Don't forget, librarian respects another librarian, I ask.
Fair enough. Even if all you can do is leave a note sometimes. After all, it's not exactly like you can pray to us. Sure, I hear a prayer on occasion. If I go to that shrine in the dream, in the web, but, I don't think it's right for me to answer that. That's for like people that can actually hear them normally. Like probably the high priest, for example. Or some other person I remember hearing a name of in a dream a couple of times. Fortuna. that I occasionally hear the old man whisper, Zata. Although that's probably just him saying the tongue word for truth or some shit, I don't know. Whatever. Let me see. Tell you what. Would you like to see what happens if I randomize time a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in this, it's more like swapping the hands of the clock to, well, practically anything else, really, and seeing what time does with it. Time becomes randomized, he freezes. Whoa. Oh, okay, yep, that's what randomizing time does. Keeps changing things up every few seconds. And you're just staring at me like this is funny. Oh, for the love... Alright. Returns to normal. Sheesh. Actually, you were probably frozen in time half the time I was speaking, weren't you?
No, I just didn't decide to say anything.
You little prankster. Goodness. There, I thought for a second that dang, you just had something on you, I don't know, that flower or something, that probably stopped it being affected. I don't know. Who am I to judge? I'm not the one that practices, reality magic. I practice dream magic, and a little bit of the void time.
Oh. Right. By the way, sadly during my emotional breakdown, let's just say I broke my sword and now it's getting an upgrade. A pretty deadly upgrade, to be honest.
Ooh. Well, at least it's just the sword that broke in that case. Is it a similar thing to what Shade's got?
Oh, no.
You're gonna put all your sins into a sword.
No, it's what you have.
You're trying to make a Dream's Edge.
Not Dream's Edge. In the location that it broke in, I was able to collect these bars, and basically, the said bars are anti-magic. So,
I see, so you're dragging that. Here I thought you managed to decide to just, my sword broke, let me just grab a whole like dreams load of dream essence and turn it into a blade.
I'm not as advanced as you guys, plus I still am attached to reality with a soul.
That is true. And well, by technicality, so Shade at this point.
No, she doesn't have a... She has a dream soul, let's just put it.
Yeah, me and the old man don't even have that. We are essence. Manifest.
Yes.
I mean,
and technically, her dream soul technically is the same thing as well.
I suppose so, yeah. I mean, hey, let me put my foot back through the other side for a second. I mean, this is technically a little bit of a daydream you've got going on here. You essentially caused the gateway.
I mean, that's the point of it.
And hey, at least with
It's
this,
supposed to be difficult for people to find.
Not too good with this, I'm pure dream essence. I think the only thing it collide with is your thoughts. See? See, now your thoughts are going there. That's why it's stopping me. Your thoughts make it more reactive to me, you know? Daydream. You're focusing a daydream into a point. Thus, it becomes a reality for me. But it's nicer to keep my voice in the dream space anyway. I don't exactly have intention to step out into the real world right now. I've never actually seen the old man go into reality, actually. I know he can. I've just never seen him do it.
To that I say leave it to Shade. I'm pretty sure that she will bring him out to it.
One way or another. That reminds me, you've got like other people.
Either the way.
You'd spoke to someone named Wicker, I believe?
Yes, Wicker has Spectre and stuff.
I am interested in seeing them at some point. Yeah.
Well, they come visit me at the Azure sometimes. You should come there more often. It's fun.
Maybe.
And plus, you get to see me.
Well, true, but I won't lie, you are slightly depressing sometimes.
Over at the Azure, it's fun. Besides the last time, I did not enjoy the fact that, hey, here's your worst enemy, and hey, here's one of your good friends, have him die in front of you. That I was not fucking ready for.
Jeez.
I just wanted a relaxing fucking evening.
Isn't that like the...
No.
Isn't that a simulation? Was that a simulation thing? I hope it was. Oh. Man, why are you a conga train of pain?
Nope, sorry. I wish I fucking knew.
Honestly. Call it my own hopeful desire to stay hopeful and such. I'm starting to desire the burning touch of touching Shade. I'm kidding. I give you a hug. What more do you want from me? A kiss and a see you later, Mom? Sheesh. No, I'm not going to school. That's a place of despair.
Hey, school can be nice.
A lot of dreams seem to be about despair for some reason, especially at school. Some seem to be about summoning a being by, you know...
Well, here's the thing in my book. Literally, my book. She hands you it.
He just flips to his page. Oh yeah, you still
You
can't.
just see informing him. Yeah, of course I did. Also, she flips through a bunch, lands on an entire page of in-depth fire spells.
Ooh.
See?
Some people have actually... I've encountered a dream where some people have managed to combine 3 or 4 spells into a single card.
Interesting.
I don't remember the names. I know I saw another person there, another dreamwalker of sorts. At least I think. Either that or a being born of... or a dream being born of another person's thoughts. One of the two. Definitely didn't seem like me. I don't actually recall much. All I remember that one of her names was just Sweet. Which, a little on the nose. But hey. who am I to judge?
But, as you can see, schools and learning can be positive.
That's fair. But hey, I guess the sword part, my sword breaking through all of your little magical wards, and I forget if we ever attempted a bubble. We could probably pop it open like a can opener, come to think of it. That's fun.
Tested a what?
Tested one of those like big bubble aura things. Like those big bubble shield stuffs that I've seen on occasion. Could probably pop it open like
Yeah, you
a
could possibly
can
break one.
opener. That sounds fun. Can we do that?
I don't have a bubble shield, but maybe.
Maybe I could speak to your people. That could be the case. After all, I'm probably sure you've been probably talking to them about me and the old man.
Yeah, I've been talking to them about you guys a little bit.
Yeah, especially considering, you know, I finally found a breakthrough for the Tier 11 theory, and I've met 2 of them. They're actually super nice, they seem to be opposites of each other.
You've read the book, it looks like. Congrats.
And one almost stabbed me in the chest. I already told Shade, I told you. You'll know exactly when you've pissed the old man off. Because in whatever case he does, he will use his cane.
True.
Well, probably have some small measure of memory in there of him using it on like that weird 4th layer he was talking about. I don't know. I don't have a habit of going spelunking in dreams if I can help it. I see the interesting stuff because the deeper layers are usually when it gets depressing.
Well, here's the thing. Sometimes those deeper layers are depressing, yes, but they're also fascinating.
They are fascinating, but not very hopeful usually. Unless it's one of those like tiny glimmer of light at the end of the tunnel type thing.
Well, for example, and this is a dream that I'm gonna go visit, with Cookie.
Sure, just tell me when. After all, you have access to my web, you can just come and get it.
True, but these 2 dreams, they are lower layers. One of them is about fallen king, the other one is about a fallen queen. One of the day, one of the night.
Ooh, very poemly. Although I won't lie, I think me being in reality for a little bit has caused my brain to caused some of my thoughts to warp a little bit because I had silly thoughts into my head the moment you said fallen king. It was someone showing me a song. I won't say anything more on it because we're gonna get stuck on it for like 5 minutes. I love staring at the stars. I don't have a habit of staring at myself, and that doesn't do the same thing. But staring at the stars fills people with a lot of thoughts, a lot of dreams, a daydream perhaps. And then I can collect a little bit of it. The stars themselves turn into dream essence, especially when people use their imagination to point out patterns. I remember some person trying to say that they saw a fish. I have a like one of the basic, like, equation-looking fish, like a detailed-looking fish, like a, what is it, a flounder or something? I don't understand how, but it looked neat once it turned into dream essence. Because then I can actually see how it formed.
As a funny thing, especially with what I'm listening to, because let's just say it's a big shot, you just see some of the stars form around and look kind of like a certain Deltarune character. He literally looks at you, points at you, and just says, "Would you like Cromer?"
Oh my lord. What are you... Have you been dreaming of ads?
What?
Have you managed to get ads into your dreams?
What do you mean?
I saw a person asking, hey, would you like cash?
I said Cromer.
Cromer is cash, more or less. Just a different kind. Look at it, it looks like a
You
salesman.
look back and you don't see it.
That was
Just
a...
look back and he's no longer
Don't you
there.
attempt to gaslight me.
I'm not fucking gaslighting you.
Don't you... This is your daydream. And I am not asking you to subscribe to, like, Dream Plus or some nonsense.
This is literally just my garden.
It's your garden, and it's been accidentally briefly invaded by some salesperson asking if I wanted quick cash. At least when I saw
You
the
just hear in the
stars.
distance. You just hear in the distance. Don't worry, you can be a big shot. The fuck was that?
Was that the freaking salesman? I don't tend to listen too much into the dreams of salespeople. They just seem boring. Or completely insane. No in between, I've noticed.
That's another funny thing. You just hear him say, "Yes, I found the trash cans."
What is... I'm not gonna ask who you've been talking to in the waking world. There's a reason I don't go off.
No, this is called a random hobo. It's just in here. Let me just fix that really quick.
There
we go.
I can feel the desire
Before
for
he leaves,
whatever
you just
little
hear him.
money.
Before he leaves, you just hear him scream, "We've been trying to reach you about your motorized vehicle. Extended warranty."
Oh my god. I'm pretty sure he belongs in a nightmare, not a dream. Especially not a daydream. Although I guess with the amount of worry you've been having for...
Is it bad? I'm pretty sure that was an actual person.
If a salesperson somehow got into your dream, physically, I would be genuinely impressed. And I would have to kill him, I'm afraid. If that was true.
I'm pretty
Because I
sure
am
I'm
not-
correct.
Because I am not having boring, stuffy salespeople or insane, stuffy salespeople coming into technically my domain. Technically, I don't take ownership of all dreams. And try to beg people for money. If they want it in their dreams, they're bad. But it has to stay dreams. I am not having a person with a freaking charity cup come up to me in the middle of the web and be like, please sir, the National Nightmare Association needs a little bit of your dream essence. Like, no, I'll kill them. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry, they're getting dumped into the hell section of the web. No, Unix.
As another funny
I'm sorry.
thing, because
Sorry for rambling like that. Sheesh.
yeah, fine, trust me. Trust me, I hate salespeople too. Look, it's been a common occurrence at the late, trust me.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, Bobby Magius.
Don't fucking do that, anyways. God.
What were we even
fucking
talking
kidding.
about? I
The
have
thing has done.
We have... I did...
I think we're cards down. I think we're cards down now.
No, we could circle back to, like, talking about the Nightmare Hunters again. Okay, you know what, the Wicker.
Yes.
Which sounds just like a candle, am I correct? Are they actually that on the nose?
Yes, Wicker.
That's really funny. I'm gonna tease them about that when I meet them.
Well, they're a chandelier. So, yes.
Oh.
Like I'm a Miss Magius, they're a chandelier.
Right, I see. That brings back those memories of... Anyway. Well, hopefully I can meet them at some point. Or show them around the web. Assuming they're going to dream properly. Oh! That was what the old man was on about. You accepted them.
Yes. Yeah, this is my true form.
Wonderful.
I've been using this one a bit more.
You're accepting
I will say though, I
yourself
hate
at
the
last.
fact that I brought back all of the art. I will admit though, I hate the fact that I brought all of the primal urges and stuff. I fucking hate that. Anyways.
Primal original self urges or primal something I can't say urges?
Both.
Oh. I will not speak on what dreams I have found.
What?
I keep the mentality of a kid for a reason.
Okay then, good to know.
Besides, I'm pretty sure if I didn't, I'd probably turn into one of those, I don't know what, sin of, embodiment of lust or some nonsense, I don't know. Or envy,
Oh my-
who knows? But I don't want to be that. I
Yeah, we're
wanna
not
be
doing
kids all the time.
that.
Ooh, funky.
This is what my staff actually looks like, by the way.
Ooh.
This is its true form.
Well, I'm certain Azzy is certainly pretty happy to know you've accepted your old self. Presumably.
Yeah, no. I mean, thankfully, he finds me comforting every time I go to bed like this.
No, I won't. No. Hope, keep it. I have a habit of teasing. Sorry.
I kinda know that at that point.
Yeah, above you and Shane. But, alright, to circle things around, I'm happy you've accepted yourself. That shows a lot more hope in you than I originally thought. And, one way or another, he'll be back. Because at least, a bittersweet solace is, at the very least, you'll get to hold him, even if for one last time.
I'm hoping so.
Hopefully you'll get to hold him more than once. Preferably without, cryostasis.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, if he does die, I do have my backup.
Your backup kid? I'm kidding.
No. The thing I keep from a lot of people is yes. Besides knowing True Revive, which will kill me.
Oh. Soul for a soul type thing, huh?
Yeah. But thankfully I can just go back to Cookie. Kinda sucks though.
I mean, it's less than ideal to die. I have encountered quite a few very mournful dying dreams.
True Revive works in the sense of if they're on death's door, then I'm able to True Revive them at the cost of my own life. Which is kinda stupid.
It is kind of stupid, but I imagine you don't want to do that for several reasons. One, death sucks. I know that. We all know that. Two,
Yes,
Really
because
making a
I've
kid-
died twice.
well, yeah. And two, you'll be making a kid see his own mom die.
Apparently that's happened again.
Even if you can come back, he's gonna be racked with survivor's guilt.
Yeah,
What could I have done differently in this scenario? How could I have saved her from having to do this? Kind of thing.
oh no, I already did that to him on accident. I didn't think that he was it. I didn't think that he was able to see me. I didn't know where he fucking was in the castle, and sure enough, he was able to see.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
Don't do it if you can help it, alright? Even if you've got 4 fucking void gods on your side. Apparently is what he described himself as. And apparently a friend of Mr. Flamehead. Of Jones, that we saw at the Atlantis that one time. I'm amazed they were actually willing to serve me considering my looks, but besides the point. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I'm probably going to meet the rest of Nightmare Hunters doesn't mean I want one of my favorite talking buddies to die. Even if it's only for a bit. Alright?
I know. But the thing I was more talking about was the fact of, besides that, I do technically have a revive, quote unquote. Ghost Pokemon have a gift. Kills and or souls. We make more ghosts. I have the ability to make somebody an undead. I can only do it once though.
Considering the nature
Wicker
of
can do it whenever he wants,
I see.
but mine was stripped.
So if worse comes to worse, what would happen if you revived him? Like that?
You'd be confused.
Powerless.
Possibly needs some time. Yes, I would help him get his powers and share mine and help him.
If you want extra dream essence to fortify your own essence, you can come to the web anytime. Just don't harvest too much. At least not from one spot, anyway. After all,
Thank you.
considering what little Azzy was trying to do with one of the apothecary's potions, making a dream soul, or a soul's worth of dream essence, maybe you can brew up another.
Well, that didn't work.
Or
But he
presumably
came up
not
with
the way
another
he
plan,
expected.
and Well, he came up with a backup plan, and that one was... Yikes.
Yeah, you're trying to figure out the science of dreams. Hell, I think even the tear stuff is pushing it.
Well, let's just say he decided to give a human soul and put it in a dream.
Cheers.
It was not Scott, it was Cosmo. One who's reasonable and one who's nice.
I see. And the power didn't go to their head.
From what I can tell, no. I still need to have a talk with her.
At this point, the old man might end up having to talk with all of the dreams that you have tried to uplift. And while he at least made the right decision of who to put it into, I was about to question you if it was alright to slap him.
Oh, no. Thankfully, he did this while I was around, so I didn't have to slap the shit out of him. And thankfully, he didn't go through with the Scarlet one, because then I would have decided, okay, I'm literally putting you in my house and you're not leaving. You're grounded.
Grounded to your own fiancé.
Mm-hmm.
Really a mother at heart, huh?
I mean,
Sheesh.
the blessing and the curse at this point.
I suppose. Because I swear to God, I am not gonna look forward to the event, to like, if it happens, I'm not looking forward to putting that little arena that Shade used to live on in the wet. If you end up kicking it.
Why do you not look forward to it?
Because then, every time I look at it, I'll be reminded of you, and him.
Hey. That's not gonna happen. And plus, don't forget, I'm undead. It'll be a long while.
Yeah. Sure. If you say so. I just tend to get worried about the well-being of my best talking people. Especially considering that you have been the person I have talked to in, well, the person I've talked to the most in about... Carry the... I hate math. 89 years? I mean, hey, if we're really wanting to be pedantic about it, you could call me in the old man tier 12 until, your little tier 11 uplifteds are going to reach our similar strength. And usually,
I think tier
single
11
ability.
is the way.
Because, well, the old man only really has 3 things to him. I only have 5. The spell card, the little cards of spells, that's a 6th thing. That's something I'm trying to get learning. Maybe I could try and incorporate the void tongue into it.
To be fair,
Imagine that.
you guys
Little,
are
like-
able to learn.
Yeah, of course
And
I'm
that's
able
what
to learn.
Shade has done the entire time.
Of course I'm able to learn. He's been able to learn too.
I got it wrong!
Have I
There we
gotten
go.
you to make another breakthrough?
No, I just realized I was wrong about something.
Huh?
No, tier 11s are not limited. They just gain the power to think and gain. Cause now you're saying, hey, I'm gonna gain this ability and I'll learn this. Which means that no. It's not the fact of they're limited, it's the fact of they learn. Which is what Shade can do now. But knowing Shade, she doesn't want to learn, she is fine for stuff.
I mean, she's learned to love.
That is true.
And
That is
love
very true, actually.
And love is one of the very, very few emotions that exist in both sides. In both dreams and nightmares.
How do you know about this?
She told me. And thinking about it, it makes sense.
She actually listened to me for once.
Yeah. And listening to it, it makes sense. Many people dream of a lovely life. Hell, you probably dreamed a good couple of times of him in your arms. And subsequently, same side. You probably dreamt or had a nightmare of losing him. Both have love as the focus.
True.
Worry born of love, and joy born of love. Love is a powerful thing. But it's also stifling. A lot of people have to give up their dreams for love. A lot of people lose things because of love, evidently. You're trying to make sure to minimize it. Because love is just as destructive as anger, in a sense. And well, just like justice, it's blind. Except, it's not a moral thing. It's a feeling thing. And hey, you're pretty good at the whole loving thing, it seems. That's the one tease I'll allow myself regarding the subject.
Thank you.
Well, you and Azzy. And more seriously, your devotion to him. Go get him back. But I'd like to talk with him. I feel he'd enjoy boy time.
Most likely he will.
Well,
No. I am possibly gonna stop lollygagging, get out of my daydream, and go actually
go into a
sleep.
proper dream.
Yes.
I mean, hey, if you want to come to the web, you know what to dream about. You know what to think about when you fall asleep.
I might do
Maybe-
that tonight.
Maybe we can brew a potion together at some point. Or we could be in a nice little room of space and I could teach you another word. Kra.
Alrighty.
After all, I'm pretty sure the old man is probably quite happy with your progress. But you're gonna have to learn the poem at some point.
The what? The
All
poem?
the words formed
Alright.
into a poem. Their actual meanings. There's an entire poem to it, and he had to make me memorize every last syllable of it. He said that only if I remembered it and memorized, then the full effectiveness of the words would come apparent.
No.
I mean,
Time for me to head home.
yeah. Well, you stop daydreaming and start night dreaming instead.
That's
Although that
what
means
I
I
was
should
meant
probably
to
get
go
out
to.
before the. Although that means I should probably get out of here before the daydream collapses and I end up outside your bed.
It doesn't collapse. Trust me. I have this place that's basically my version of a sanctuary. This one stays stable. For a reason.
And
So I
presumably
don't want to harm my
private.
flowers.
And presumably private, unlike the library.
Yes.
In which case, sorry for barging in. But hey,
No,
you
you're
look a little
fine.
better after your little morning session. Well, rest well, Miss Mantius.
You too, Hope. I'll see you in the dreams.
I'm pretty sure a dream can't sleep, but maybe just going down
Yeah,
a
you
layer
can
will actually
rest.
suffice. Hey, true, there is that hot spring. Well,
I mean, what Shay does all the time is she just lays down and looks at the stars.
it is a good source of inspiration, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Have fun. Yeah.